How do you find motivated sellers online? Well, that's exactly what I'm going to show you on this training right now. And in fact, you should be able to find motivated sellers in your area straight after watching this YouTube video. So my name's Simon Zucci. I've been investing in property for 30 years. I've been teaching people like you how to be a successful investor for the last 22 years. And the number one skill you need to learn if you want to be a successful investor is how to find great property deals. Now, the reality is there's lots of property for sale right now, but most of it is not a good deal. When I'm talking about a good deal, I'm talking about finding someone who's a motivated seller, someone who's got a property related problem. And because of that, they're flexible on the price you pay for the property, which means you could buy at a big discount, or they're flexible on the terms, i.e. when you actually pay. Now, it's very important to say here that we want to be ethical property investors. We're looking for the win-win for us and for them, but this starts with finding the motivated sellers. So how do you find these people? Well, I'm going to show you, I'm going to do a screen share. I'm going to go on to Rightmove and show you how you can start looking for people who might be motivated such that they're prepared to accept a low offer for their property. So let's go online right now and see how we can find these people. Okay, so in this video, we're going to do a property search. So I've gone to rightmove.co.uk, which is one of the main property search portals. Now, the problem is most people go to this website, they start looking for properties, they scroll through hundreds and hundreds of properties, they get very confused, they don't know what they're looking for, and they come off hours later just frustrated. So I'm going to show you how we can potentially find motivated sellers, people for whom the speed and certainty might be more important than the amount of money they get from the sale. Now, there is software you can use to do this, and I'll tell you about that later, but I want to show you the old-fashioned way we use for looking for deals. Now, first of all, we have to pick an area. Now, I was on a webinar the other day, and someone gave me an area, which is, I don't really know, it's Northampton, so we're just going to do that. So it's NN4, so we type in a postcode first of all, and then we're going to look for an area. Now, when we're looking for properties, we want a nice wide search. So I'm going to start with a 10-mile radius. Now, there are going to be lots of properties in a 10-mile radius, so we don't want all of those. So we're going to narrow it down a bit. And I said to this gentleman on this webinar, I said, right, in this area, in Northampton, what's the average price of the property? And he said, it's about £350,000. And I said, okay, and how many beds would you get for that? And he said, we'd get three beds. So he was looking for 3-bed properties at 350,000. Now I want to find cheaper properties than that. I want to show him there are better deals than that in the area. So what I do is I go to the maximum price. And if the average price is about 350, I'm going to look for properties that are maybe 300,000. So I'm going to start with 300,000. And obviously I can adjust all of these depending how many come up in the search. And he said 3-bed houses. So I'm going to put a minimum of 4 beds. Oh, sorry. Now I like larger properties because they can be used as HMOs potentially. They can be used for serviced accommodation, for contractors, that kind of thing. Now, here's a very important thing that most people do not do. On Rightmove, there's a little button here just next to search properties that says include under offer and sold STC, which is sold subject to contract. Now, if you click this button, up will come lots of properties that technically have been sold. And so the reason most people don't click the button, they think, well, what's the point of looking at it if it's already been sold? I'm too late. However, what you need to understand is 1 in 3 sales falls through in the UK. Now, bear in mind, imagine you are a seller and you want to get rid of property and you've agreed a sale, it's all moving forward nicely, and then suddenly you get a call from your solicitor or from your estate agent saying, I'm really sorry, the sale has fallen through. How would you feel about that? And I can tell you, having sold properties before, it's not an enjoyable experience. It's really frustrating. You're back to square one. You have to start advertising again, showing people around the property. It's an absolute nightmare. Now, 1 in 3 sales in the UK fall through in this way. And so by clicking this box, all properties that we might have been interested that we've missed will come up, and 1 in 3 of those might well fall through. So we still want to bring those up in the search because we can reach out to the agent, we can ask them about that property, and maybe the sale isn't going as well as it should, the seller's getting frustrated, and you could jump in and buy that property. So that's why we're going to include that, ticking that box in the search. Then let's look at how many properties are there in the market. Okay, so 145 properties, that's probably slightly too many. I'm actually going to bring the price down a bit further, down to let's say 280. See what that does. 93 properties. Ideally we want probably about 40 to 60, because we're going to look at the pictures. So if we recognize it, let's go to 270. Okay, we're 81. Let's have a look at some of these properties. Now there's a couple of things we can do on Rightmove. We can first of all, we can look at the lowest price. Let's just see how cheap properties are in this area. And so this one here, let's have a look at this. Now, I don't know what this area Kingsley is like. This might be a really bad area. I don't know, but let's have a look at this property. It's a 3-floor property, townhouse, 4-bed. Let's have a quick look at the pictures. I mean, that looks pretty good condition, right? You may not need to do that much work to that particular property. It actually might work quite well as an SA unit. You know, it's quite nice, isn't it? Yeah, look, that's reasonably decorated. Bit of work for the garden maybe, but apart from that, that looks like not a bad property. And it's on for 265,000. Nothing special about this, but that might be a reasonable property. Might want to have a little look at that deal. Okay. Now you will get things like shared ownership come up. You're not interested in shared ownership. Believe me, they are not a good deal. So do not do shared ownership. Go past all of those. New build, we don't really want new build either, because we can't add any value to it. We're not really going to get any discounts. Oh, right, this is it. Wow, look at this. Wow. 180,000. Now it has sold, but interesting. Look, now I'm recording this at the end of January 2026. So this, by the way, this is a little extension you can get. It's called Patma. It's free. You can add it onto Rightmove. You just need to download. You know, I think you need to have a Firefox browser or Chrome browser. Just download it for free. Patma. You could just go and Google it and download it onto your Rightmove, and it will show you a bit of the history about properties. Now, this one is technically sold. It's a 4-bedroom end terrace. Looks like needs a bit of work doing to it. I mean, look, it's a bit dated. It might be a deceased estate. Might be a former rental maybe. I mean, look at those carpets. They're pretty special, right? You'd need to spend a little bit of money on this particular property, unlike the first one we looked at. Big garage there. Okay, but still, this kind of, with a bit of love and care, might be okay. And you're getting a 4-bedroom house for 180,000. Now, technically it's sold. It's unavailable sold. But look, it's first listed in June, sold pretty quickly, but this is over 6 months ago. I know transactions are taking a while now, but I would have thought this would have gone through. Now, there's a chance that maybe the agent's been a bit lazy and haven't taken it off Rightmove yet. Sometimes they like to leave properties on there showing they've sold them because that looks good to sellers to convince them they're a good agent. But it might have gone. But I would call it, if this has not sold yet, this seller is going to get really angst about this. Say, hang on, why is it taking so long to sell? Maybe it's about to fall over. I want to be top of the queue to go and look at this property if this was my area. Interestingly, okay, this is an auction. This is a live auction, an in the room auction. This is a 4-bed detached property. Guide price 100. Now the guide price, it doesn't mean it's going to sell for that. And actually, I don't like buying at auctions where there's lots of other people competing for the same property. However, right now, there's not a lot of buyers out there, so there may not be a lot of interest. And the very fact this has gone to auction suggests that the seller really wants to get rid of this property. Now, it might be the owners, or it might be a bank that's repossessing, they're selling it, and they just want to cover the debt. So this could be a deal. It would be worth registering, going along, joining online for this auction. And let's have a little look. It looks, okay, a little bit of work to be done here. To me, it looks like someone's bought it and got halfway through the renovation. Most things are done, but some rooms completely dated, not had any work done to them. Yeah, look at the roof there. There's definitely some work to be done on this. Oh, look at those colours. Attractive, right? But a lot of work on the garden. This might be a deceased estate, maybe. I think it looks a bit like that. But look, it's a detached house. a detached house for 190,000. Now it's not going to go as cheap as that, but you know, I think it's probably going to worth probably quite a few, you know, based on what this guy was saying in this webinar, this should be worth at least 350, maybe 400. There's potentially a deal there, right? I'd want to be calling that particular agent. Again, another terrace property sold in August, so quite a few months ago. This should have gone by now. Nice big yard, not bad condition. That one would need less work doing to it. Yep, that's interesting. 4-bed in Wellingborough. Wow, look at this. Now this is interesting. This is very interesting. That only just come onto the market. But this is a 5-bed HMO. Now, obviously, we'd want to check that it's got its license, and I'm not sure if this is an Article 4 area or not, in which case we might need planning permission or at least a certificate of lawfulness. But let's have a little look at this. It looks like an ex-council estate this is on, but that's fine. Oh, God, look at this. Look at that room there. That's not a very attractive room. You know, a little bit of cosmetic improvement, dressing the bed. This could be a much more... So obviously it's an HMO that at the time of these pictures wasn't all necessarily full. There was at least 1 bedroom free there. So this could be a nice little deal. £200,000 for a 5-bed HMO already set up. I mean, you might be pretty surprised that there are properties like this that are pretty cheap. And I've not picked this just because it's a cheap area. I was on a webinar, I said that someone put in a postcode, we put it in, and these deals were kind of coming up. A fairly recent sale here, again, a 4-bed. What else? Another 4-bed sold subject to contract here a few months ago. I want to have a little look at that. Oh, this is interesting. Look at this. Now, this is a property, again, technically sold in September, but when it's unavailable, that means it's been sold. This one has fallen through twice. The owner of this property have thought they've sold it. It was originally on back in August. It sold, fell through, sold again, and it still hasn't actually gone through. So I definitely... Oh, and this is a 4-bedroom HMO, again, for 200,000, sorry. Wow, look at this one here. Look at this. Now, let's look at this property for 205. Wow, someone's made this look quite nice. Nice little garden. Quite bright kitchen, not really my colours, but okay, that's okay. Quite reasonable sized rooms. Yeah, this could be good. 4-bed terrace, again for 205. Wouldn't have to do much to this property at all. Okay, kind of interesting. Look at this. Originally this was on for 248,000. Now this is a sign of a motivated seller. Look, they keep on dropping the price. Drop the price, drop the price, drop the price. Suddenly sold, someone's bought it, fallen through, come back on the market. Someone's bought it, fallen through, come back on the market. So this has fallen through 3 times already, and now someone else has bought it. Now it's only November 2005, so maybe these buyers will perform, but I would want to be speaking to the agent about this property. I would say that was probably worth at least what they were asking for it. It's just a hard time to sell, so they've actually sold it a few times, fallen through. This is something I would look for. So where sales have fallen through, we definitely want to be looking for those. Where properties seem pretty cheap, maybe they're better value than they thought they were. Interesting purple bricks. This is where people are kind of selling themselves. It's not a normal estate agency. Sometimes it's really good because you actually get to meet the owner direct, because the purple bricks don't really do the viewings often. The owner does the viewings. That's why it's cheaper for them to sell the property. So you can speak direct to the owner and find out what's going on here. But this is a really, really interesting scenario. This is the motivated seller here. Drop, 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 sold, fall through, drop, sold through, etc. This is the kind of thing you really want to definitely look out for. What else do we have here? Again, so okay, yeah, reasonable property, looking a little bit tired there maybe. That looks like a rental property to me. Oh yeah, long-term tenants. Now we can buy tenanted property. We just need to make sure that they're on AST contracts. We want to make sure that everything was done correctly with regards to deposits and serving them the prescribed information. Because if you ever wanted to get tenants out and things weren't done correctly, it's going to be very difficult to do that. And look at this. On for 260 originally. Drop, 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 drop. No one has offered on this price. It's still available. It's been reduced. In December, it was reduced.
Oh, this is interesting. It's gone down, and in January they've kind of put the price up a little bit. That's very interesting. They've done that, and they've called it a premium listing because they want to get rid of this property. They're relisting it. Hopefully, it gets new interest for people. I would want to speak to the owner of this property. That looks like it could be motivated. Now, there might be a problem with these tenants here. Maybe that's why no one's bought it. But again, a great point. And remember, the guy who told me that he was looking for property at 350,000, 3-bedroom properties. This is 207 for a 4-bed. This is so much cheaper than you might think. And this is how you find these properties. The other thing you can do, so at the moment, we've just done a search based on lowest price, and I think you'll find that's quite interesting. But if we also go to oldest listed, this will show the properties that have been on the market. Now, obviously, premium adverts appear first, and not necessarily that one, although that's kind of interesting. Okay, that's nice. We got a barn. If you want to do barn conversions, I don't think you should do that. Okay, this is this property that was, on since April 24. That's how long these people have been trying to sell this property. Almost 2 years. No wonder they become motivated. And then there's a townhouse here. This was, it's been on for a year. Technically it's sold, but again, you might want to follow up on these. So this is how you find these older properties, March 2025. Quite a long time. So again, if it's been a long time, that seller might well be becoming motivated. Okay, so I hope that helps. So look for, very quickly, look for the oldest listed, look for the lowest listed, and you want to reduce down the search. Not looking at hundreds, you want bigger properties, lower prices. You're getting more property for the money you're spending. Hope that helps you. And I'm going to explain later, there is some software that actually helps you find properties that have come back on the market and the price have reduced, helps you find properties that are listed for sale or for rent. And I'm going to be doing a live training all about that. I'll put a link below this video, but I hope you enjoyed this.
So I hope you found that interesting and enlightening, that there are probably deals in your area cheaper than you expect, and they might not be the perfect location, they might not be where you would live, but that doesn't matter as long as you've got tenants who would be prepared to live in those locations and you're careful about your tenant selection. Actually, deals probably stack up better than you thought they would. There are all sorts of reasons people being motivated. You can find them online on Zoopla and Rightmove doing the searches I did. Or if you're smart, you can actually use great software like Property Filter, which can actually save you a huge amount of time and look for lots of other things like potential lease options and conversions and other projects like that as well. What I'm actually going to do, I'm going to be running a live online training with the founder of Property Filter to show you exactly how you can use that software, and also arrange for you to get a completely free trial so you can check it out for yourself, find great deals in the area while saving a huge amount of time. Click in the link below this video to access that online training with me and the founder of Property Filter. In the meantime, I do hope you've enjoyed this video. If you found it useful, please comment below. If you found some potential deals, just comment below. Let me know if you found some potential deals. I'd love to hear that. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel to get other great videos like this, and hit the bell icon so you're notified anytime a brand new video comes out. Until next time, I encourage you to invest with knowledge, invest with skill.